quite yet, or this stream, I guess. I purchased a whole bunch of computer parts, and through the magic of Amazon, they arrived here way earlier than I thought they were going to. So I ended up getting everything today. I just ordered it like day before yesterday. Um, I don't like Prime. I think it's a waste of money, but I broke down and actually bought a Prime subscription for the month so that I would get that super sweet fast shipping. So worth it? Maybe. Yeah, I'd say so. Um, so let me just show you what kind of spawned all of this. I'm just going to move the camera real quick just to show kind of what we're working with here. So this is the state of my computer currently. I don't know if you can see that down there. It doesn't even have a side on it. There are cables everywhere. It blue screens, it crashes, it it does everything that a computer shouldn't. And very few things that you actually want it to do, like, I don't know, run reliably, play games well, not cut out and crap out when I'm trying to play with friends, like Among Us or Party Animals or anything really, just anything. So finally, pulled the trigger, bite the bullet, and today we have the beautiful spread of items that we're going to assemble. So I guess it's kind of an unboxing video as well. Um, so one thing to note though is that I'm sure, as everybody knows, and everybody's pain is similar to mine, the um, 3070, 3080, 3090 debacle still is ongoing. So I want a 3070, would have settled for a 3080. Last resort would have been a 3090. None of those options were available. So I don't have my video card yet. I'm going to be waiting until the 3070 is widely available. It may be another month. I don't know. Um, so don't laugh, but right now I'm using a video card from 2011. Yeah, it's a 7970 HD, which was, you know, was pretty good back in 2011. And I'll be honest, up until a couple years ago, it could play most everything on Ultra. But these days, no, not modern games. No. So also, you may find this funny. I have a Vive. I bought one at launch. I was a pre-order, and I've been playing the Vive on this 7970 HD for, I don't know, a few years, whenever it came out, 2017 or whatever. So it's been trucking along. I mean, you know, he's kind of been a little champ. I can't hold anything against him. You know, if it can run the Vive, then can't blame it, I guess. But so that being said, you can probably guess how my experience with that has been. Very poor. So I am super, super looking forward to having a beefy video card to play with my Vive. In fact, it's boxed up right now. I don't even have it connected or anything because, well, for one, this room is really small, but for two, the experience, it just, with the frame rate being so low, it kind of makes you dizzy and seasick a little bit, I guess. I'm really frugal, so I put up with it for a while, but I can't do it anymore. So yeah, enough of an intro. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's see what all we've got here. So I have my lovely assistant here who's going to be helping me. So one of the things that I bought that you can't see right now is a camera light. That was my very first upgrade. It's a ring light, key light, whatever you want to call it. And it has just completely changed the lighting in this room. You know, I used to look like, I don't know, an undead raccoon or something. And now I actually look human. So that's an improvement. Um, my second upgrade, thank you, lovely assistant. My second upgrade is the Quadcast S by HyperX. Um, I always thought HyperX was kind of like a knockoff brand for some reason. So I was really surprised when I went to the store the other day and I saw them on the shelves. The headphones, not this. This I had to order. Um, so I did a little research into it, and I guess that this is made by Kingston, I believe. Yeah, this brand is made by Kingston. So, pretty well-known name. I've already opened it and I played with it a couple days. I fooled around with the RGB settings. It's addressable RGB, so you can set the top and the bottom, different colors. And it's got all the fun addressable RGB things included, like the wave and fade and flash and all that cool stuff. So, but I will say that switching from this headset, which is a Logitech, I think it's a G930. It's one of their older wireless headsets. Anyway, switching from that to this, the sound difference it's phenomenal. Like you can't even believe how much better it sounds. But I wanted to do it during the unboxing for the big reveal, so I'll probably connect that later during the stream so that you can kind of just hear the difference between the two and how much better this one sounds. So anyway, let's get on with it. So first of all, let's start with the case. We're gonna need that first, I think. So again, I've already opened this just to kind of make things go a little faster. So this is the Dark Flash DLM 22. I got it off of Amazon. I think it's like a kind of like a NZXT look-alike. I wouldn't say ripoff because it does have some unique features that I really like. But I'd say that the styling is very, very similar. Let me just pull this out. All right, assistant, you're gonna have to hold it. There we go. We got it. Okay, just throw that down. So the thing that I really like about this case that's very cool is, first of all, it's really minimal, which is completely up my alley. I have always been against RGB, and obviously from the title of this stream, this is an RGB build. But I saw some RGB builds using this case, and it is gorgeous. Like, just the way that this case is completely white on the inside. A lot of cases, like I was considering the NZXT case because I wanted something smaller, and I didn't really do that much research about the quality, but you hear the name a lot, so I presumed if it's popular with streamers, popular with gamers, it's probably a pretty solid case. I'm not too picky about cases, but when I saw this one, I just loved it. The really cool thing about this one is that, ta-da! The side just swings right open. It is tempered glass, so it's got a little bit of a tint to it. Let me peel the best part of building anything is peeling the glass or the plastic off the glass. Yeah, so you can see it's a little tinted, but for the most part it's clear. And in the dark, all of these lights are going to show up beautifully, I think. There's not really a whole lot else to it. I was tempted. They had a mint green color. They have a pink color. I was tempted to get either one of those, but I thought, hey, with RGB, I can do whatever color I want. I'll just stick with white. And power button on the top, 2 USB 2s and 1 USB 3 on the top. It's got a headphone jack and a mic jack on the front, or on the top, I mean. The only thing that I don't really like about it is that it's got, on the back, it's got the punch out slots. So they're like not replaceable. Once you take them out, they're gone. So that could affect your airflow if you're concerned about that, especially in such a small case. Another thing that I'm not crazy about, but I did decide to choose aesthetics over airflow. This front right here is completely solid. You can see on the side, this is really the only airflow that it has. And since the vent is here and your fans are kind of mounted up here, there's not a whole lot for it to pull in for fresh air. But I've got 5 fans in this little case, 6 if you include the CPU heatsink. I figured it would be enough for a case of this size. I decided against water cooling because, surprise, surprise, Linus suggested that, I guess with their benchmark testing, water cooling was inferior. Don't hate me. I don't want any opinions or anything like that. I'm just saying that's why I went with it. Also, I think water cooling is a lot more upkeep. And if you could see the state of my computer right now, you would know that I'm not really big on, computer upkeep. I'll take the side off if I need to get in there and do something, and then I'll just kind of like never put it right back on. I'll unscrew the you know, the hard drive or something, because I don't know, I need to reseat it for whatever, and I'll just never screw it back in. I mean, yeah, like my SSD, it's just like flopping around right now. It's really pathetic. Um, so anyway, that's why I decided to go against water cooling. I didn't want to have to drain it. I didn't want to have to worry about catastrophic failure and exploding all these parts. Um, so that's the case. All right, lovely assistant, do you want to take that? So I guess while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and do the mic. That way I can switch over to the better audio. So this is the, like I said, HyperX Quadcast S. I want to say I paid like 160, 170 for it, something like that. Maybe it wasn't even that much. But I've been super pleased with it just the last day or so that I've had it. The build quality, I would say, is really phenomenal. So it comes a little better packaged than this. I just placed it back in the box, kind of for safekeeping. So it does come well packaged, and this is the kind of the size and the shape of it. It does come with this mount. I know there's a technical term for it, anti-shock, I think. So it comes with that. It's got 4 different patterns on the back for, I don't know, the pickup. I don't know that much about mics. I knew I share an office. So I knew that I wanted one that had a carotoid, I think it's called, pattern, so that it would help kind of eliminate some of the background noise and the bouncing off the walls and things like that. So yeah, let me go ahead and I will plug it in. I believe that it can also be put on a mount. Obviously, it didn't come with a mount, and I didn't. Like a, see, capacitive. It's very clear when you're muted and when you're not. Yeah, you can see I've already set it up with kind of like the colors that I like, the green swampy colors. So let me switch over to this mic and we can see how it sounds. Let me pick up a better, there we go, pattern here. Okay, so you should be able to hear me on the other mic now. Let me turn my headset off. All right. Yep, I can see the audio is coming. So hopefully you can see that there is a huge difference in the audio quality. It probably sounds a lot better. I hope that it does. But you know what? If nothing else, it certainly looks pretty. How can you not love this? I'm embarrassed to admit how much time I spent setting this up and making it green and blue. All right. So that's the mic. It's just powered by USB. And there is a gain adjustment on the bottom. I don't know if maybe it's making it some ambient noise when I'm picking it up, so I don't really want to touch it anymore. But yeah, it does have a gain dial on the bottom. And I think, as far as I can tell, I think that might be the only part of it that's plastic. The rest of it feels like it's pretty solid metal. Yeah, so I anticipate that it's good quality and that it'll last for quite a while. I've been pleased with it so far. So that's the mic. What else have we got? Okay. First thing we've got here, motherboard. Now, I knew that I wanted a small computer. And what I really wanted was, what is it, the smallest, like mini ITX or something like that. I knew that I wanted it to be not desktop style. I wanted it to be a tower, but I wanted it to be as small as possible. So I ended up getting a really small motherboard. So So this is the Republic of Gamers Strix B450i gaming motherboard. I don't know. I don't know that much about motherboards. Like what makes one better than another, like all the, I don't know, bus speeds and things like that. But I knew that I'd be set with just the, 2 slots for RAM. Things are already falling off of it. Okay, it's just some glue or something. Pick that up later. Never a good sign. So anyway, what's unique about this particular motherboard is that it has built-in Wi-Fi, but it comes with like these almost like coax connections. They're like really small coax connections. And it comes with an actual antenna that you can screw in and, I don't know, set on your desktop or whatever, and presumably get a better signal. I'm not going to be using Wi-Fi. I'm going to be using Ethernet. So I can't really give any opinion on whether it works well or not. But, it's got all the normal stuff on it. It's got onboard video, if you care about that. It's got, looks like 4 USB 3.0 slots and 2 USB 2.0. It's Ryzen compatible, which is the main cell for me, and it's really small. That was the other main cell.
Also RGB.
Oh yeah, it's also RGB. It's got somewhere.
It's on the front.
Somewhere. I don't know. We'll find out. It's got somewhere. It's got RGB on it. It's kind of like lit from the underneath, kind of like backlit. So that's cool. Anyway, I think that I probably went a little too small with the motherboard. I could have probably gotten away with one that has, I don't know, like maybe 4 slots for RAM or something. But, I figure by the time I need more RAM, I'm probably going to want to upgrade my motherboard anyway. My computers are usually made out of like Frankenstein, hand-me-down, second-hand parts anyway. So I figured, in a few years I'll probably want to upgrade just because I want to start buying a little nicer parts for myself. So there's the motherboard. It's a nice black. I was looking for one that was white so that it would match the case, but I figured if I end up not liking the heatsink that came with it, I can always get a white heatsink and that'll cover up most of the motherboard. Additionally, the RAM that I got is white, and a couple other components that we'll see later are white, so that should give a nice, white look to it. So here's like I said, I'm not going to be using it. There's all the extra cables and stuff it comes with. It even comes with zip ties. That's cute. So this is the crazy looking antenna that it comes with. I mean, it looks beefy. I don't know from reviews whether it's, quality or not, but if you are interested, that's what it comes with. Yep, screws. And good old paperwork. Okay, moving on. So that's the motherboard. All right, get that out of here. So next we've got, I'll just show the fans. So I got, all the fans are the same, so this will, I can show them off pretty quick. I got a 3-pack, and then I got 2 individual ones because there's 5 slots total on this case. And since it is kind of small, I did want to make sure that, it had a lot of air movement. So this pack of 3 comes with, I don't know, some sort, it says it's a Corsair Lighting Node Pro. I think it's some sort of hub that lets you control all the fans. So that's why I definitely wanted the 3-pack, and then so I can, control them all at the same time. So let me just pop one out and we'll see what it looks like. There we go. And it comes with